So on this show, I've done nothing but compliment Shaka Smart, but it's time to levy some criticism his way for the way he behaved against Creighton last Saturday. Let's take a look at the clip. First off, the dude looks like a straight-up crab on the sidelines in his defensive stance, and then he proceeds to double-team Baylor Shireman, and then he cuts off baseline. And it's not an honorable tactic, and that's what this is, ultimately a tactic. He's a sixth defender on the court. This should be a technical, and the ref shouldn't allow it. The ref should call a technical on him. And where's the announcers calling this out? And if I was playing Marquette and I was Baylor Shireman there, I would sprint right into Shaka Smart. Or I would overhand chuck the ball at him, because I saw what Jason Kidd did a long time ago in the NBA when Woodson was on the court. Jason Kidd went right into him. They called a technical foul on Woodson. It ultimately led to a Mavericks victory. Draw the technical when Shaka's doing that. And this isn't the first questionable display of behavior from Shaka Smart against Creighton. I don't know what it is about Creighton, Shaka, Greg McDermott, but last year when they beat Creighton on the road, Shaka Smart jumped up in the air, pumped his fist, and was yelling on his way to the handshake line. McDermott was like 10, 15 feet away, walking towards him. I don't love that. And I'm starting to see Shaka's jumping, is running around, is slapping the floor, defensive stances. I'm seeing that as a show. He's putting on a show. He's making it about himself. He's taking the attention away from his players, putting the spotlight on him. I'm drawn to humility, and he's trying to draw attention to himself. And it's all about him. The announcer's talking about how high can Shaka Smart jump when he's pumping his fist at the same time. It's so amazing. A good coach does his coaching in practice. They're not continually coaching their players throughout the game. You look at John Wooden back in the day. He was sitting there with a little wad, like a newspaper, whatever it was, in his hand. He wasn't up and down running on the sidelines. He's the greatest coach of all time. The coaching should be done in practice. It should be on cruise control. I'm not taking away from what Shaka has done at Marquette. He's done a fantastic job. Like I said, this is the first time I've criticized Shaka. I've been super impressed by the job he did. He shattered expectations in his first year, shattered expectations in his second year. And then this year they had high expectations, but they're living up to the expectations. He's done a great job. The culture's there. The togetherness is there. They play really hard. He's built something that's been great so far. But my question is what happens if this Marquette team faces adversity? What if they go on a losing streak? What if someone gets injured? How will they respond? Will the players be as receptive to Shaka's energy and his antics when they're not winning? Because winning solves a lot. And I don't know if the Big East is tough enough from top to bottom to really make Marquette go on a bumpy stretch, but they do have some holes on their team. I would not be shocked if they do. And I don't have the answers to those questions. I am genuinely curious. What do you think? How do you think the team would respond to some adversity under Shaka Smart? Because we haven't seen any of it. And that's a credit to Shaka Smart. You don't want to face adversity if you don't have to. And he's just done such a good job. They've been winning so much that there hasn't been adversity. But what if there's adversity? Is there a honeymoon effect to his energy? And does chemistry then start to fizzle out? I don't have the answers to those questions. I don't know if we will find out this year. I doubt it. I think Marquette's going to win a lot more games, and I think there's a good chance they win the Big East. I think it's them and UConn. Providence, after Bryce Hopkins got hurt, I don't think the Big East is good enough to make Marquette go on a losing streak. And that's all I got for you. Thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. This is your first video with me. Make sure to like and subscribe for more college basketball content. I'll see you next time.